Today we honor the heroes of D-Day. Today is the day. On June 6, 1944, brave souls stormed the beaches of Normandy, forging a path to freedom and unparalleled courage. Their sacrifices turned the tide of World War II, securing the liberties that we cherish today. Unless you're Steve Bannon or Donald Trump, while Joe Biden poops himself relentlessly. As we remember their valor, these brave, brave souls, and resilience, let's reflect on the immense cost of freedom. Enduring spirit to those who fought for it, these men and women of D-Day. Join us as we pay tribute and discuss the most insane news stories of the day. Join us today as we remember D-Day, but also those brave souls. Can't believe this wasn't even playing. This 97-year-old jumping out of a plane I had during the speech to remembering D-Day. Good to see you, Willie. Good to see all. This is the Derek O'Shea Show. But first, let's get into Steve Bannon. What's going on with Steve Bannon and everything there, huh? Welcome to the revolution. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new normal. Would you look at this? Trump advisor Bannon ordered to report to prison by July 1st. They are going after everyone because that's what fascists do. If your messaging can't win you elections, if your own leaders can't win you elections because they're too busy pooping their own pants than actually making the country great again, then you just lock up your political opponents. You take out the people that are the most influential, and then you work your way to the bottom to show that the other side, hey, you think you can come around here and change the way DC is? Change the way we run politics today? You have another thing coming. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Why is Bannon ordered to report to prison for 4 months? Why? Why would they make him go to prison? Because he defied a subpoena. That apparently, if he was to actually show up, he was going to defy the executive orders by Trump. So it's like, it was a catch-22 and they knew it. These people are evil. These people are insane. And let me show you why. Because is it totally abnormal to defy a subpoena? Why, remember just not too long ago when Hunter Biden did it. Nobody is above the law, says Joe Biden. Not no one. Not you, not me, not nobody. Hunter Biden gets away with it. And what do the Republicans do? Go on Fox News and bitch about it. Welcome to the Republican Party. We mean business around here, big guy. You think you can just go around defying subpoenas? We'll go on Fox News and do a whole segment on you. You think we're kidding? We'll go on Fox 5 and we'll talk for at least 20 minutes. Not a joke. Not a joke. Then we have another one here. Republicans sued 2 DOJ officials for ignoring subpoenas in the Hunter Biden investigation. We'll sue your ass. You think you're gonna not show up to a subpoena? We'll sue you. We'll see you in court, mister. Well, what do Democrats do? Oh, you're going to prison. You think you can mess around with us? We're the Democrats. We're the people for democracy. What a fun word. Democracy. As if we live in one. As if this isn't very fascistic in nature, authoritarian in nature. going after your main political opponent, and then going after his followers because of an insurrection? An insurrection that all Trump supporters and MAGA supporters decided to all leave their guns at home and go to the Capitol to take over a country. Because when you want to take over a country, the first step always is to leave the things in which to take over the country with at home. It's science. It's 2024. Wake up, people. What's the answer to this? You know what the answer is? Is that the Republicans, now when they get into power, things will switch. And so you have all these people on MSNBC and NBC and all these political talk shows talking about how, well, if Donald Trump wins, imagine what the Republicans are going to do to us. Oh, we have noticed. We'll sue you. And we might go on Fox News and bitch about you. Do you think the Republicans are actually going to do anything? I think the idea that maybe, just maybe, there's going to be some retribution, some pushback, that makes us all excited to vote for Donald Trump. The more they freak out about it, the more we get excited. These people have showed all their cards. They've gone over the top. And I think they're starting to realize, oh, maybe, just maybe, putting him in prison is a step too far. And we need to pull back. He literally defied a subpoena. If we tell you to come to Congress and testify, you better show up. Because we're serious. Yes, we have the IQ of a small squirrel, but we'll put your ass in prison. You bet your bottom dollar. It's honestly really sad what this country has become. We've become farther and farther apart. But you know why? The majority of Americans aren't paying attention to this. They have no idea what's happening. If you tell them Steve Bannon's going to prison, they'll go, what? Why? Who's Steve Bannon? You know what I mean? That's what the average American will actually say. So what are you going to do about this? What is going to be your response to the insanity of the world today? Besides voting, what are you going to do? It seriously begs the question, because it's gotten to the point where they're going so far in the deep that it makes me look in the mirror to myself of like, how will I respond to this? What is the answer to this? Voting, yes. Telling people about what's going on, yes. But is there anything else we should be doing? And I would love for you to tell me, what should we be doing during this time? What should be the appropriate response to this type of authoritarian insanity? I'm genuinely curious what your thoughts are on this. Because the Democrats are the type of people that when you punch back, they are the ones that start crying like, I can't see, I told you, I can't believe it. They are the bullies that bully you every single day at school. And then when you've had enough and you turn around and smack them right in the face and they start crying, then they start pointing at you. See, these people are evil. No, you just pushed us in a corner. What an incredible day on D-Day for this to happen. Please let me know your thoughts on this. I would love to know what to do about this. This is the Derek O'Shea Show. Drop a like on this video if you do not mind. I would greatly appreciate it.
Welcome to the revolution.
What's up, guys? Back at it again. Oh, restart. Okay. What are your thoughts on some of that? Americans are too broke to pay attention. Too broke to pay attention. It costs a dime to Honestly, I totally agree. Most Americans are too broke to pay attention, but also don't have the attention span or the attention capacity to take time out of their life to pay attention to anything other than themselves. Which is probably why they're probably much happier than us. Speaking up is good, and any more than that would be great. That's true. I think more of us need to just continually speak up. For too long, I was afraid to, particularly with my profession, it's a very liberal-dominated field, and I've for too long felt too nervous to actually push back a little bit, even though some of the insanity. And I wonder if some of you guys can like resonate with me on that sometimes. Of when you go to work, when you show up at your job, and everyone around you believes something different, it's kind of scary to speak up because you're like, am I going to lose my job? My paycheck is going to be involved in this. It kind of changes the game when there's stakes. You know, it's easy for some of these rich podcasters to be like, you need to speak up. But like some of us have jobs that aren't about speaking up. So what did the five fingers in the face smack? Here's Steve Bannon today coming out and saying that it's purely about being MAGA, essentially. But also, doesn't this guy look like a Fed? Steve, who are you surrounding yourself around, man? Okay, here's Steve.
Okay, thanks. I've got great lawyers, and we're going to go all the way to the Supreme Court if we have to, but I want to say something specifically about the Justice Department. Merrick Garland, Lisa Monaco, the entire Justice Department, they're not going to shut up Trump. They're not going to shut up Navarro. They're not going to shut up Bannon, and they're certainly not going to shut up MAGA. If you look right here, you reporters, in the 2.5 or 3 years we've been here, look at the rise of MAGA, look at the rise of Donald Trump. If the election was held today, according to Harry Enton over at CNN, President Trump would win in a landslide. All of this, besides the major legal issues that have to be addressed, all of this is about one thing. This is about shutting down the MAGA movement, shutting down grassroots conservatives, shutting down President Trump. Not only are we winning, we are going to prevail, and every number and every poll shows that. There's nothing that can shut me up, and nothing that will shut me up. There's not a prison built or a jail built that will ever shut me up. All victory to MAGA. We're going to win this. We're going to win at the Supreme Court. And more importantly, we're going to win on November 5th in an amazing landslide with the Senate, the House, and also Donald J. Trump back as President of the United States. Thank you very much.
I like Steve Bannon. He's always like really intense, and he always has like great stuff, but he always has like 15 pens on his shirt. in case he needs to autograph something. What are those pens? It's like an OCD thing. It's like, I gotta have 3 pens on my shirt. We should stop calling them liberals. They are progressives. And there is a difference between the two. The founding fathers were very liberal-minded individuals. Oh, 100%. I don't really call them I try not to call them liberals. I just call them libtards. Because I think that they think that they're liberal, but they're too slow to understand what they really are. it's my middle ground to them. But then we have, my favorite fascist, Adam Kinzinger, saying, actually, it's called lights out at 8 p.m. after pudding. Oh, in your face, MAGA. Adam Kinzinger is one of the most, I think Adam Kinzinger is my favorite useful idiot on the left. He's a perfect example of everything you shouldn't be in life, ever. You grift off of one party, then you change, and then you come out as like a Lincoln, kind of like a never Trumper, and it's like, oh, look at me, I'm so edgy. I'm a Republican. I'm what the Republicans used to be. I'm Adam Kinzinger. I go on MSNBC and cry my eyes out, and I'm not afraid to admit it, okay? Unreal. Waiting to hear from Trump about this. If Trump doesn't talk about Steve Bannon, that is not a good look on him. Conservatives in America would be trying to conserve liberalism. Yeah. Conservative, what is it? Progressivism at speed bumps. Retarded is what they are. Add a couple more E's in the retarded. Drop a like on this video if you do not mind. It helps the algorithms out, especially if you're watching on YouTube and Rumble alike. And if you're new, subscribe, say hello. We are a very interactive community. But I think Cernovich, Mike, don't always like his takes, said this, and I totally agree with it. The unlawful imprisonment of Steve Bannon is designed to simultaneously demoralize and enrage, which is exactly what it has done. Because it's like another political opponent, another guy who defied a subpoena. I had no idea that was such a big deal. especially when, Hunter Biden was doing it, and he and nobody is above the law, says Joe Biden. It's designed to simultaneously demoralize and enrage. The regime needs to cook up another Michigan governor kidnapping hoax. I generally think that. I think that like they hope that they are going to push the MAGA community into such a corner that they hope that you react. Like I've always said that. They always hope that you react with violence so they can take away your freedoms. The government only takes, it doesn't give. Anyone saying we need to do something is looking to set you up. Stay smart. And I'm a Fed. I'm saying you need to do something. You need to speak up at fucking work. And I am a Fed. Conservatives are progressives going at the speed limit. Is the speed limit? I thought it was with speed bumps. Okay, speed limit. Do you guys in chat, do you guys agree with this? Do you agree that you feel like they're trying to they want MAGA, they want people on the right, they want Republicans to do another January 6th. They have they want a January 6th so bad, and they want it to be worse. They want it to be more violent because this one was such petty crap in comparison to what they dreamed about. It wasn't big enough to take away your freedoms. The same in the UK. The government's messing with the everyday Joe. I mean, this is the new normal. The new normal is going after your political opponents. And I love that like people on the left think that it's just going to stop with them. Like you can hit your friend in the face or your enemy in the face as much as you want and expect never to be hit back. I mean, we're kind of seeing that right now with Russia and BRICS. You hit your enemy in the face long enough, they're going to be like, all right, I'm done with you. I'm not going to take your crap anymore. I'm over this new normal. I'm over you pushing down your authoritarian, like if you don't follow my rules, then I punish you. People get tired of that. I get tired of that. You get tired of that. This new currency is going to probably usher in World War III like never before. Finally, we'll have the World War III we've been dreaming of. Finally, we can have new World War III movies because Hollywood is done with pushing World War II movies, and now they're on to World War III movies. Give us the World War III movies, you freaking conservatards. They call conservatives far right. Oh, I know. I have an article coming up about conservatives being called far right about Joe Biden pooping his pants today. Did Joe Biden poop his pants here? I don't know. But let's just pretend like he did, because it makes people on the left lose their absolute. And that's what's more important in life than actually saying the truth sometimes. It's 2024. It's more important to trigger people that believe differently than you than actually have honest conversation. Speaking of triggering, World War III movies in July 1st for Bannon. Yeah. Maybe Bannon will be the first World War III movie. Maybe he can direct it. Something wonderful. Think about the UK. I'm watching this show on Amazon Prime called Clarkson Farm. Clarkson Does a Farm or something like that. What is it? Clarkson Farm. Is it just called Clarkson Farm? Yeah, it is. Okay. Clarkson Farm. It's with the guy from Top Gear. He's one of my favorite guys. Great show. Highly recommend it. But you get to see how insane the UK government is with regulations, particularly with their farming community. I'm surprised people even want to farm anymore when it comes to regulations. And you're seeing it now with some of the stuff going on with beef, as everyone is pushing the bird flu stuff onto beef like never before. It's giving all the legal immigrants, everything angers the citizens. That's true. You know what also angers me? It's this freaking video. God. Okay. There's nothing more in life that I hate than senators or politicians trying to pander to the youth. And we have a senator talking about how we need to lower the age to voting. And she does it with Gen Z language. And I hate it and love it at the same time. Let's hear it. Senator Clement.
Honorable fam, waiting to vote until 18 is a big yikes and mad shuggy. But
Waiting to vote until you're 18 is a big yikes. She's connecting with the youth. She's interlocking with the youth. They're one together. Waiting to 18 to vote is a big yikes. These people, they want the dumbest people in the world to be voting. Pack them all in. Get the idiots to vote. It's 2024. It's time to wake up, people. 18-year-olds should be voting. Yes, none of them have jobs anymore. And yes, their minimum wage is $50 an hour. They make more than any other 18-year-old ever in the history of mankind. But they should be voting. Cringe. Okay, here we go. It's mad chuggy. Chuggy? I'm too old. I'm not trying to engage in Gen Z lingo.
big yikes and mad shuggy. But S201 hits different. Today's youth slays and stays bussin'. That's why we gotta give them a chance to clap back. If not...
How about we clap back? Willie says, my dog has a right to vote. I totally agree with that. Surprised? If we're gonna allow, 12-year-olds to be voting, you know what? 8-year-olds getting their gender reassignment surgeries, get them to vote. Let's get the 5-year-olds in to vote immediately. I'm sick of all these boomers voting. Let the 5-year-olds already vote. Give the 18-year-olds the capacity to clap back. It's like everything that I was told as a kid that the liberals were doing, but they just hadn't done yet, is happening in my life today. It's incredible. It's incredible to watch these people and who they've become. They have no idea what a woman is. They want children to have reassignment surgeries at whatever age possible. They want abortions all the way up until 8 years old. I don't know how it works, but they want it. I should have a right to kill my kids if I want. It's 2024. Wake up, people. And now they want children voting because nobody understands the tax system better than the average 5th grader. Are you smarter than the 5th grader? No chance.
Clap back. If not, how will we be able to say that they ate that up? No cap, this bill slaps and is electoral glow up. I am its #1 stan for real. Merci, thank you. Now,
Missy, how about you Missy us out of here? Why is it always thick rim glasses people? I used to have thick rim glasses, and all my conservative friends would be like, Derek, are you a libtard? No. Why? This bill is absolutely busted. We need to let these no-cap teenagers come in, and I'm a huge stan about it. What does chuggy mean? What is that word? Chuggy? Somebody in do we have any Gen Z chatters that could inform me of chuggy? The frick is chuggy mean? Definition. Chuggy, you know when you see it. Chuggy is an aesthetic gaining popularity on TikTok. God, I hate everything. Okay, TikTok, I have a new word for my friends, and I use that clearly all of us need. Global energy and wonders why we don't call this person. See, this woman doesn't even know what freaking chuggy means. Chuggy meaning origin slang. Chuggy is slang adjective mocking someone for something as uncool. They are out of touch and with current trends and trying too hard to be trendy. Oh my God, is that me? Oh my God, I'm freaking chuggy. Similar slang terms are basic and normie. I know those ones. The word chuggy is often used ironically. God, I hate everything about my life. You guys are acting so chuggy in chat. God, chuggy. This is chuggy. I hate when politicians pander to kids that can't even vote. Why? What are you doing? Who are you? What do you want? Google it. Hello, Phil Gibbs memes. USA did vote for a dog before. Well, good. We need more dogs, and if we had more dogs in Congress, things would actually get done. I'm confused now. I thought I knew things. Willie, Gen Z is just a one-of-a-kind kind of generation. They're beautiful. They're amazing. They use words like chuggy and stan. No cap. These are the PDFs. After all, no one else really votes. Maybe kids will. Oh yeah. Juan on Rumble. Shout out to Juan on Rumble. I totally agree. They're obsessed. These people on the left are obsessed with children. Like they love it because they know they can't convince you and me of their stupid, idiotic ideology, but they can indoctrinate an entire generation of children to believe in their own theology. It's a cult language. No, I think it's just Gen Stan crap. The cult language stuff is more like the LGBTQ pride woke stuff. This is just dumb Gen Z language. I mean, I'm a millennial. We had dumb stuff too. The word chuggy is very chuggy. Dude, it is chuggy. It is so chuggy. There was a dog who was a mayor in Dakota or something. Is that true? Dog mayor. Dakota? In Dakota. Like which Dakota? South Dakota? Dog mayor in Dakota. Duke was elected to the mayor's seat of Cumberland Township 4 times since 2014. In a Minnesota town? What? 4 terms ceremonial dog mayor. Oh, that's not the real dog. Christy Noem kills dogs. I love that comes up. Minnesota! Am I the only one, anytime you hear the word Minnesota, you just hear Joe Biden screaming Minnesota? Minnesota! Mountain State. Speaking of dogs, okay. Are you triggered by this? Let's get some music. Let's get a new audio. How's everyone feeling today? By the way, I'm gonna be trying to go live Monday through Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I think that is gonna be my new time. Wait, what's triggered? Give me some trigger. Okay, whatever. I don't care anymore. Does this trigger you at all? Am I the only one when I saw these libtards flying this in San Francisco? My first thought is, how do I get one of these? I want one of these. Look at these. Got your gold little boot. He's pointing, fantastic, pointing, wonderful hair. Real hair, folks. My first thought when I saw it was, wow, what a big duck. The biggest duck in the world. Joe Biden couldn't do it. I don't know. This is almost like them putting this on a boat in San Francisco. Let's see. Donald Trump, duck, San Fran. Them putting this on a boat and flying it everywhere. It certainly almost seems like they're like campaigning for Donald Trump in some degree, you know? Like, it's kind of awesome. You think all the criminals that get away with everything in San Francisco aren't going to want to vote for this guy? It's cute. What more could it be? It's not. Every time the left tries to meme or be funny or trigger the right, it just comes off as silly, you know. And it never comes off as like, oh, that really will get him. It's kind of cool. I mean, that gold is gold. I prefer large sodas. What was that? What was that movie? The movie with the cops. A liter of cola. I prefer a liter of cola. I finally got home. That thing is adorable. It kind of is adorable. Thanks for driving with us. Fantastic. I could put that in your front yard and scare libtards for Halloween. In this house, we stand for Donald Trump chickens. Okay. Do you guys in the chat, do you guys think Joe Biden actually pooped today? Do you think Joe Biden actually pooped his pants? I think at the video, the chicken is cute, but Trump is skinny now. Did you see? Is Trump on Ozempic? Yeah. Yeah, Trump does look good. I do have a video coming up of Trump. He does kind of look good. Maybe, is Trump on Ozempic? Trump's got the Ozempic bod, finally. he saw the South Park episode and was like, I gotta get on that. That looks great. Fantastic. First time, of course, he pooped. I think he did poop too. Tim Pool showed how skinny Trump is. We're worried about Trump. Okay, this video right here. It's good advertising for Trump. I think the chicken is fantastic advertising for Trump. Especially because, like, no one believes, by the way, it's my mouth right there. Okay, here's the video that this is the video everyone's talking about Joe Biden pooping his pants, potentially. And they're also saying there's a fake chair, but there isn't a fake chair. There is an actual chair there. But I think it's this video that he poops his pants. So let's diagnose both videos. Because no one is talking about this video right here. And that's from today too. Because I think he pooped in that video. Where this video, I'm not totally sure. Because I am somewhat of a poop expert. People come to me for their poop complaints. And this is what I do here. Okay, so here's the video everyone's talking about. I mean, he looks so frail, doesn't he?
Distinguished guests, please welcome the Honorable Lloyd J. Austin.
No. There's a longer clip and it actually goes and sits down. But watching him, what kind of sick individual doesn't know when to sit? Everyone knows when to sit, idiot. I love how like his wife is his handler. She's like, look at her covering her mouth. Her covering her mouth right here. Joe, don't sit. Joe, don't sit.
Joe, don't sit, please. Joe, stand back up. Stand back up, cutie.
She is. Can you imagine being married to an old, demented man that is the president of the United States and your main job is to make him pretend like everything is fine? Joe, she's getting good though. She knows that the cameras are on her. She knows there's going to be a viral moment that all conservatards alike are going to make fun of. She's like, Joe, I love it when, okay, so she tells him to not sit down. And like typical like a husband, he listens. But then the minute she stops talking, he's like, you know what? I'll do whatever the I want. I'm the freaking president. If I'm going to sit down, I'm going to sit down. And then he stands back up. Okay, but this is the video I actually think Joe Biden actually poops. This is the video that I think that Joe Biden potentially went number 2 in his pants. Okay, here it is. So he gets out of the vehicle with Secret Service. And could you imagine being Secret Service with Joe Biden? It would be one of the worst experiences of your life. So these guys are already butts clenched, girded, very nervous about what's going to happen every time he exits the vehicle. So here is Joe Biden, I think, pooping. He's looking around. Why is he just standing there? He's just standing. Even the Secret Service are like, this guy right here is like, are you gonna go, bro? Are you just standing here? And he's like, is he waiting for me to go first? And she's like, I'm just chilling. I'm high. I got my glasses on so people don't see red in my eyes. I'm having a great time. I'm in the Secret Service. I'm living my dream. Now here it is. Right here. Right there. That's where I think it happened, okay? So I think he puts his hands down. He realizes something just happened. And he doesn't move. Doesn't move an inch. That's when you know. Because anybody that's ever done that, when it's happening, you stay still. So here we go. It's so crazy. He just stands there. Even this guy is like looking at the camera. He's like looking at the camera like, you smell what I smell? You just God. He doesn't know where he is, does he? This is our president. God. Can you imagine being an enemy of the United States and just watching this? Just like, this man is a joke. It's so robotic the way he moves. It's like, excuse me. Okay. Maybe I'm the only one that feels this way, okay? Fine. Caca poopy. And my favorite was like at the end, you see him getting escorted out by Jill, like as soon as possible. They get escorted out. And the walk he does, he has those short stepped walks. Those are my favorite, watching him walk when they're like really short steps, because it makes you wonder why. And then when the times that he's going from like his from the White House to the jet, or I mean to the helicopter or something, you always see him pick up a step, like everything's fine. You know, he gets to that helicopter and he's like wanting to throw up from too much exertion. He sure is. Okay, I think he is. But that's our president of the United States. And nothing fills me more joy than watching Joe Biden poop his pants on the daily. And nothing gets me more excited than this. And I think this woman, this is the time of the hour. Right now is when we allow white women to speak up, because I trust them. This is a viral video of a white woman breaking down why she hates Biden-Harris bumper stickers, and we can all agree with that sentiment.
It's 2024.
Right.
If you drive around with that sticker on the back of your car,
100%.
I am embarrassed and ashamed for you.
Yes.
It's already bad enough that there's still people out there that think the cockroach in office has done literally nothing wrong, and they will walk around and pridefully say that they're liberals.
Yes.
It's a whole nother thing to drive around
Yes.
with that sticker on your car in Florida. Like, that just blows my fucking mind. Like, do you want
Watch your
people to think
mouth.
you're stupid and incompetent? Because that's exactly what I'm going to think, and I don't even know who's driving that car.
Right.
But more so than anything, like, it's just embarrassing. Like, there's no damn way you can look me in the face and be like, yeah, that cockroach in office has done wonders for this country. Our country's thriving, and we're doing so good. And
It's because you're not educated. Okay. And if you were to sniff or smell your own farts, you would get it. Just look at the data. The data speaks for itself. That was my favorite. Like, you go to the grocery store, do you remember the prices of like 2 or 3 years ago? And then some like economic major comes in and is like, hey, if you just look at the data, things are actually doing okay. You're like, just what? Did you look at my bank account? Things are actually pretty.
it's just a shame, because I know whoever's driving that car is going to go to that voting poll, stand in line,
Yes.
and vote for that cockroach again.
And they don't even have valid IDs. I love this trend. We should be shaming people with Biden stickers. Because for too long, people have shamed the MAGA community and their big trucks, their big flags. And it's got to stop. We need more of these people on the streets hounding down these individuals that have bumper stickers on their cars and their electric vehicles. You put the sticker on the bumper. That is going to be a pain in the ass to get that off. If you're going to put a political candidate that sucks on your car, you put it on the window because then you can scratch it off. All these psychos over here. Unreal. Do you agree with her? I do kind of agree with her in some degree, though. You know, whenever I see like a Biden-Harris sticker, I'm always like, ugh. The other day, I saw a dude driving a Tesla, and on the back, it said, I bought this before Elon Musk got crazy. Ew. I just, how are these people real? The cringe is to 11. Expectations of others pissing themselves off. Yeah, exactly. I bought this before Elon Musk got crazy. Okay. I'm a huge Tesla supporter in green energy, but now that Elon Musk bought X, I hate it. Okay, attention. Can we stop the joke of, is it Twitch? God, I can't even. See, I'm so triggered, I can't even get this shit out. Can we stop this stupid joke of, is it Twitter or X? Like, I don't even know. I'm still calling it Twitter, I swear to God. Elon Musk can't make me call it X. I hate when people make that stupid joke. I'm like, okay, we've heard it a million times. You're so funny. You're right. Oh my God, we think about this every day. Do not forget that Trump also helped with inflation. Oh, Wes, you TDS. Don't forget that Trump also helped with inflation. He didn't help with inflation. He signed checks and they were delivered to my door. That's not inflation. That's me getting money. But when he sent out checks for COVID, I didn't even finish your statement. Biden also made it worse with his policies. You can't print that much money without some repercussions. No, you can't. Yeah, it's not even necessarily Biden, you know? It's just Biden is in charge. It's also Republicans pushing war. We're all done with that. I don't like the Tesla truck, says Willie. It's like a love or hate thing. You either love it or hate it. I went to a car show the other day and I didn't sit in, but I put my body in one. I want to be specific for you guys. Pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool. It is a cool vehicle. Well, the Trump inflation never increased higher than 2.1%. Was it higher? Was that just silly math? Here's the thing. Our energy prices are going to continue to rise if Democrats stay in power, and which will make inflation worse. So we need to lower that. It's more of an SUV. It kind of is more of an SUV. Okay, this is kind of mean, but also funny. Speaking of SUVs, a new Miss Alabama was just crowned. It's 2024, and you guessed it, she won. Okay? Colin breaks it down for us. A 23-year-old Sarah Milliken, I'll be Milliken that all night long, crowned Miss Alabama in the National America Miss Pageant. Oh, why are white right-wingers so obsessed with overwhite people? Milliken, who said that her goal was just to make the top 10, has an inspirational words for young women after her win. That it doesn't matter what you look like, you too can win a beauty contest. No matter what your body looks like, no matter where you come from. No, let's just stick with that first sentence. No matter what your body looks like. This is inflation. You can do anything you set your mind to. Just making the top 10 was my goal. You know, I could leave for the weekend saying that I was better than I was a year before. It's all about betting on yourself. Milken now moved to the Nationals to compete for Thanksgiving week. Let's check a video.
She is
The future is bright. Our fitness influencers, our beauty pageant winners are all going to be dead within 20 years. Dude, obesity. Don't be such a f***ing fat folks. She can't believe it. You know why she can't believe it? Because she shouldn't be winning. Oh, what are you, some beauty contestant? Expert? Yes. She can't believe it. I can't believe it. You can't believe it. She's crying. She's happy. This is America. She can't believe it. Can you imagine being... I had no idea Alabama women were so beautiful. I thought they were all inbreds. I was wrong. Each one. Clearly, she's the most beautiful. She's second. And the rest are ugly. Get used to it, right-wingers. Beauty standards have risen. I kind of love this. We are seriously, we're just like getting dumber and sillier by the moment. You can't make it up anymore. It's like, of course, the woman that's 400 pounds wins a freaking Miss Alabama. And if this is just a phase for us, if this is a phase that we're just like celebrating obesity or whatever, we're going to have like this weird blip in our history of Miss Americas. Just be like beautiful women, then transgender 500-pound woman, and then back to beautiful. And it's like, that was a weird time in America history. I remember back in my day when our Miss Americas were fat. And I'm not one to talk. She's probably right under my weight. I gotta lose some pounds. Women are larger these days. Yeah, larger and more in charge, Willie. Get used to it, buddy. Unless, of course. The girl in the pink is really pretty, though. No. Violet, she's the ugliest one on there. God, open up your eyes. She is clearly the most beautiful. She had the most inspiring words. God, wake up. Wake up, Violet. Open up your eyes. You're so, like, 1950s or whatever. There's some lag to the rate of inflation. There's some lag going on in this competition as well. We are just such a silly culture. Everything about us is silly. What does this person say? Joshua says, being obese is not attractive. Wrong, you stupid. It shouldn't be rewarded as a facet of life. She's not obese. She's big and beautiful. Wake up. Hello. The pageants have become a complete joke, but at least it isn't a dude. See, there's always something to celebrate in life. You can do anything you put your mind to except wear a decent clothes. You know what? These right-wingers are really pissing me off. It's part of me is like, I almost feel bad for her. You know, it's like, she didn't think she would win because she knew she shouldn't win. But now that she's won, it's like, now the internet can have you now. now that absurdity has taken its stronghold, its foot, its place, you are now going to be the subject of many jokes. And I'm sorry. I'm part of the problem. I realize that. Now I'm trying to fix it. Speaking for Americans. Willie, women are not larger in Russia. Yeah, right. That's because you guys are all freaking poor and starving. Everyone knows that. I've seen the propaganda. I'm sure she has a heart of gold. Living on a heart of gold. Yeah, I'm sure that there's no blockage there. Just another reminder to take the vaccine. The competition had to, if your doctor says so. The competition had to pay for 2 airplane seats. Not on Southwest. You're a fat phobe for saying that. Okay. What am I doing next? Oh, yeah. Remember when I forgot this? Okay. I think it's more funny watching people on the left like respond to people on the right talking about Joe Biden pooping his pants. One of my favorite articles, my favorite place to get my news, Daily Beast. Right-wingers claim Biden pooped himself at D-Day ceremony because everything is so dumb. They had to write an article to say, It's like, you don't know. You're just saying that. President Joe Biden delivered the forceful speech Thursday in France to commemorate the 80th anniversary of D-Day landing, warning that democracy is not guaranteed. Yeah, even in America. And the price of unchecked tyranny, ironic, is the blood of young and the brave. MAGA trolls reacted by accusing the president of pooping his pants. While many observers' attention was focused on the president's address, yeah, everyone that's normal was focusing how wonderful Joe Biden is. And now we have these right-wing MAGA trolls going around saying he pooped his pants. Awkward.
Distinguished guests, please welcome the Honorable Lloyd J. Austin.
I thought that the left is so triggered at the idea of their man pooping his pants that they are like writing these articles. Because that's how it's more dumb that they feel like they need to write an article like this. Because you're just making people double down. Now that we know that you guys are triggered by us making videos of Joe Biden pooping his pants, now I'm going to have relentless videos of Joe Biden pooping his pants. Speculating, of course. But you be the judge. I mean, his actions, his age, something's going on. I mean, that is coming out, regardless of what you say. I'm triggered. You're triggered. We're all triggered. Putin did not poop his pants. Prove it, Valerie. Prove it. She was vaccinated and boosted. The competition had to pay for 2 airplanes. Oh, sorry. I already read that. I just love how triggered all these people are. Here's the proof it happened. Yeah, exactly. Donald Trump today had a rally in Phoenix. Apparently, 11 people were hospitalized in the sweltering 102-degree Arizona heat due to climate change. That's when you know you're loved. Like, people are like so hot, they're like almost borderline dying at your rallies, and they're like, I don't care what it takes. I'm gonna see Donald Trump. I swear to God. And today he came out and said that his campaign raised $400 million since the NYC guilty verdict. $400 million. I keep saying this over and again. Republicans, pay attention. This is what we want. Okay, here we go.
I just went through a rigged trial in New York.
Oh, sorry.
With a highly conflicted, and I mean highly conflicted judge, where there was no crime. It was made up, fabricated stuff. They didn't want to bring the case. They could have brought the case 7 years ago. It's only when you run for office they bring cases. But they would have done that 7 years ago thing, not in the middle of my presidential campaign.
That is like honestly one of the most insane talking points about the verdict and the trial, that it could have been brought many years ago, but of course it's only brought today. I don't understand how people on the left can cope with that. They're just like, oh, it makes total sense, freaking MAGA.
But they would have done that 7 years ago thing, not in the middle of my presidential campaign, where we're beating Biden, by the way, by a lot. Did you see?
Gotta love my buttons.
And by the way, right after the announcement of this, more campaign funds were given to this campaign than any campaign they think in history.
Let's go.
Almost $400 million. 400.
That is crazy.
No, it's never been. Nobody's ever seen, because they know it was rigged. They know it's a corrupt system. They know all about it. But with your help,
Donald Trump does look good. I mean, he's on that Ozempic, right? Or because the dude eats McDonald's. It makes me wonder. And why not? If you're rich, get on Ozempic. Us poor people can't. You look great. You look fantastic. I don't eat as much McDonald's. Fantastic place as much as I used to. $400 million. Good for you, man. Valerie says Hillary Clinton only raised $300 million. And that's sad because women were supposed to break glass ceilings. Willie says that's not hot. It must be visitors. 102 is not hot. Yeah, but it's got to be hot inside, right? Let's check some of the chats. I mean, the comments. You'd be lucky to have 11 at a Biden rally if you ever had one. Am I the only one when it comes to Joe Biden that is kind of wondering? Okay, I don't see Biden really rallying, not really doing election stuff, not really campaigning. He looks pretty confident and calm about the whole situation. Why? Because every single metric and every poll that comes out, you're not doing okay. So why does he look so calm about everything? And why is he not pushing Obama everywhere he walks, or Michelle Obama or some crap? What is happening? Is he even running? I know that he's running, but is he going to be running? Will there be a surprise in the upcoming months? Because I don't get why he isn't campaigning. And every video we watch is like 10 people at a library. I don't understand. Suit for attending Trump's be in the vicinity. Only in Phoenix, my man. Only in freaking Phoenix. Well, you really think 102 is not hot? Then you are a freaking madman, my friend. Because ignorance is bliss. That is true, though. I mean, if you're Joe Biden and you have the media in your corner, you have everyone on the left pushing, saying everything's fine, the metrics are good, the economy's good, look at the freaking stock market hitting another all-time high, everything is fine. Maybe you start to actually believe some of that crap. And maybe you don't believe some of your handlers or people that are pushing back. And maybe his handlers are like, it's so far gone. Okay, maybe that's it. Maybe they think that Joe Biden is so far gone that they're not going to win. So instead of stressing out an old fool about his situation, they're just going to send him off into the sunset. Let him feel like he's winning. You know what I mean? Like, what? Maybe they just they feel bad. Maybe they are human after all. No way, no chance. And they're like, you know what? Let's make Joe Biden feel good because he is going down in ignorance. Ignorance is bliss, though. Ignorance is bliss until you end up in prison. Until you're like Steve Bannon or Donald Trump and you're like facing prison. Then all of a sudden, ignorance is no longer bliss. It's just like, it's like these right-wingers that don't know what time it is. These politicians, these Republican politicians that don't know what time it is. They keep pretending like everything is fine, but it's not. They also have been tired of how cranky it's reported. Yeah. Has anybody hung out with a demented older gentleman before? I have. I have some in my family. And I love them to death. I love my old folks. I love my grandfathers to death. But when that anger flips on a dime, man, and you're like, oh shit, get the frick away, dude. You're wild. You're a wild man. Let's finish it up with this. John Fetterman gets a stroke. Comes back more right-leaning than ever. Here he is on CNN letting them know what time it is.
For the president in this situation seems to be more coming from very safe and blue, very kinds of places. Now in Pennsylvania, the border security is an important issue, and we do all believe that we should have a secure border, and I never thought it was unreasonable for any Democrat to want to make our border more secure.
I want to ask you personally about your own sort of journey, as the kids say.
Yes.
Some progressives have criticized you for...
Yes, many kids are saying these things like, the journey. What? Kids are going around talking about the journey? It's a Gen Z slang. I don't understand what that means. Keep going, CNN. You guys are hip in tune with culture.
Say some personally about your own sort of journey, as the kids say. Some progressives have criticized you for being a different senator than you suggested you would be when you were a candidate for Senate.
When you hit your head?
What do you say to that?
Well, I wasn't. I was very clear for saying that for years I'm not a progressive, and I just identified myself as just a regular Democrat. So it really wasn't any new news. Now, 8 years ago, I was a progressive, but the situations change, and I've been very clear that I didn't leave that label. That label left me, and I think it's much more important to be focusing on Donald Trump instead of, you know,
I didn't leave that label. That label left me. You mean to tell me, Fetterman, that you were a progressive, but then you found out what progressives were about, like most progressives having no idea what they actually believe. And now you are just a freaking maggot. Get this man a red cap immediately. He needs a Make America Great Again hat. It will match his sweatshirt right now. One more stroke and he's going to be our fascist leader we've all been dreaming about. I love watching people on the left just lose their mind about John Fetterman. He's like, you were one of us. You're one of us. And then you changed. How could you change? How could you turn your back on such wonderful policies like open borders? And then we tell people our border is secure. How can you turn your back on children transitioning? How could you do that? What, did you read a study or something? That's f***ing nuts. You mean he does have some logic within him? He does have some brain cells left? Okay. Man, we've learned a lot today. And I think you've learned a lot with me too. I wish we had some like kids music. No. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. We learned so much together. We learned what chuggy meant. We learned that Joe Biden potentially pooped his pants. Probably. We learned that Steve Bannon is going to be going to prison because Republicans are weak. And we learned that John Fetterman has changed everything about him. What a wonderful show. I've appreciated every single one of you guys for being here. Valerie, Violet, Willie, Wes, Juan. I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are the most amazing people on earth. This is the best show you could possibly have for the rest of your life. I'll be going live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern from now on. Come check out. Come hang out with us. I'm not always promising an amazing show. I'm going to do my best every time I can. We have fun. We cry a little. We laugh a little. Things are going to be messy. Let's grow together. Let's join together as forces together for good. Because I have hope in the future of America. We need more of Biden pooping and less of Bannon going to jail. It's 2024. It's time to wake up. It's time to feel good about your life. And what better to do that than coming on this show, giving a thumbs up and a like, and maybe a comment below is a way to support the show. I know inflation sucks, so giving a super chat to somebody that does this in their free time is a lot to be asked. So I'm just asking you, drop a like, drop a comment, if you don't mind. I kind of like that intro. Biden can promise you a perfect show every time. That is true. There's like nonstop Biden clips. I have this clip. I'm gonna save for tomorrow. There's this clip. There's a YouTube video and a clip that I'm just like, it's a Friday, having good vibes only kind of clip. So I'm saving it for tomorrow. So come back tomorrow, guys, if you don't mind. I freaking love every single one of you guys. Honestly, I'm always so honored that you guys hang out with me and say hello in the chat and keep the show going, because I can't do the show without you. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Willie, I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for saying good show. I appreciate you. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of your night, and drop a like. Go watch somebody that is not as cool as us together.